Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lona Vigili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, the new voting machines are tested in local elections. There's a new consumer alert about credit card scams. And later, Executive Ike Leggett motivates some elementary school students. But first, we begin with a tribute to Vietnam veterans. The 13,000 Vietnam veterans living in Montgomery County were honored in a special tribute at the universities at Shady Grove. This was the first major event honoring our veterans since the war ended 40 years ago. My MC Media's Sonia Burke joins us now. Sonia?
Lorna, sitting in the audience, it was an emotional experience for the men and women who attended this event. There were hugs, there were tears, and there were prayers.
I'm just proud to be a part of this. I think it's a wonderful thing that Montgomery County has done to say thank you to these people who did so much for their country.
At that time, I was 20 years old, 21 years old. A young guy, didn't have any fear. Nowadays, you think twice about what you did and how you did it, but would I do it again? Yes.
My brother was killed in Vietnam, and I wanted to be here to honor him.
It is estimated that between 130 and 140 Montgomery County residents lost their lives in the Vietnam War. Today, there are believed to be 13,000 veterans from the Vietnam era living in Montgomery County, including County Executive Ike Leggett, who served in the U.S. Army. And the one word that binds these veterans together is sacrifice.
I had tears in my eyes watching some of the videos. Those people put up their own fight.
One of the things that brought me here today is I read that 5 former prisoners of war of this great country are going to be in attendance, and I wanted to be able to approach them and let them know on 2 occasions I ran 2 missions to find prisoners of war.
The POWs included retired Air Force Colonel Fred Cherry of Silver Spring, retired Navy Captain Michael Cronin of North Potomac, former Navy civilian employee Larry Stark of Bethesda, retired Air Force Colonel Hubert Walker of North Bethesda, and retired Navy Commander Everett Alvarez Jr. of Potomac.
Didn't matter how long it would take, we knew that someday we'd come home. And when we did, we would go home with our honor.
A Huey flew in by the Air Force for this salute triggered even more memories for the Vietnam War veterans. It was a place where many lingered to share their war stories with the pilots and other veterans like the Nam Knights. It was also a place to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
For County Report this week, I'm Sonia Burke.
If you missed this event, it is being rebroadcast by many of the local PEG TV stations, including County Cable Montgomery. You can also watch this program on demand on the county's website. A county delegation is gearing up to visit El Salvador. 4 years after a sister city agreement was made, Council member George Leventhal will travel with a group to follow up on agreement promises and to take medical and educational resources.
When we started, we want to move next to the next level, i.e. the number of initiatives that we started in housing with the Habitat for Humanity. There are a number of initiatives that we started also in healthcare, helping some of the clinics that we initiated there, plus maintaining the contacts we've already initiated.
In 2011, Executive Ike Leggett led a 5-day visit focused on the northeastern department of Morazan, the poorest Salvadoran state with 174,000 people, and where approximately 36% of them live in extreme poverty. The trip's main event was the signing of the agreement, where Leggett and then Governor Miguel Ventura forged cooperation and exchange. About 800 residents showed up to witness the signing, which was the county's first sister city agreement with another country. This time around, it is Council member George Leventhal who will lead the delegation on the follow-up trip mission from November 7th through the 10th.
Mr. Leggett invited me to return. I decided I would only go if I felt we could make a real and substantive difference for the public health and the quality of care, and I'm very gratified to report that we've done just that Our hospitals and healthcare providers have responded with a truckload of materials and equipment and supplies, and the public has responded. We're going to be contributing more than $11,000 to assist the hospital to improve its quality of care.
Some of the funds were raised during a recent dinner gala at the Silver Spring Civic Center. Aside from money and medical supplies, some 150 computers will be transported to El Salvador.
Montgomery County government is, we've got about 150 computers that have turned over but still have a couple of years of life in them, and we're going to take them to schools.
It is estimated that Montgomery County is home to approximately 50,000 Salvadorans. Election Day in Rockville has a new look this year as the state of Maryland launches its new electronic voting machines. It is a combination of old and new techniques which brings back the paper ballot. Rockville 11's Katie Giardi explains.
There are some changes with this year's election, and here at Rockville 11, we want to make sure you know before you head to the polls. The biggest change this year is how you'll cast your vote. It all begins with paper and pen, where you'll mark your paper ballot. Then it'll be scanned by one of these machines to make your vote count.
Rockville will be the only jurisdiction in the entire state of Maryland that's using this new equipment in the municipal election this year in 2015. The city of Rockville runs its own elections and city elections. The Montgomery County Board of Elections manages elections for county, state, and federal offices. We work very closely with the city of Rockville. We certainly encourage Rockville voters to go out and vote on Election Day. Now, this is the process that you'll use to vote at your polling place on Election Day. When you arrive at the polling place, you'll check in to vote just as you would have in the past. But on Election Day, the ballot that you see in front of you is what you'll receive. You'll take that ballot and you'll take it to a voting booth and mark your selections on the ballot. If you make a mistake on your ballot, don't worry. We can always issue you a new one. Fill in the oval completely. Don't use a check mark, don't use an X. Make sure that you fill in the oval completely so that the scanner will be able to tell which choice you've made. And when you're finished and you've reviewed your selections and are ready to cast your ballot, you can walk it right over to the scanner in the polling place. At the scanner, you will insert your ballot. And after the ballot is digitally scanned so results can be tabulated on election night, your ballot drops into the ballot box and you're done.
Coming up on County Report this week, watch out when you get your new chip credit card from your bank. See what our consumer protection experts have to say about possible scams. And
I'm the Planning Department's Bridget Suiso, where tonight we're all about celebrating excellent design. We're here in downtown Silver Spring, and we'll have the full story when County Report this week continues.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.
welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lona Vigili. Montgomery County police officers need your help to find the driver who hit a 14-year-old bicyclist in Germantown earlier this month.
So on October 6th at about 9 a.m., officers from the 5th District were called to the Germantown Emergency Center for the report of an injured bicyclist. And when officers got there, a 14-year-old student from Seneca Valley High School related that he had been riding his bike to school, had been struck by a vehicle, and then was able to continue to school. Once he got to school, he went to see the nurse. the nurse directed that he go to the GEC after speaking with the school resource officer at Seneca Valley, and he was transported by his father from school to the Germantown Emergency Center, and that's where police began picking this up. I want to emphasize that this is an open investigation. The 14-year-old boy has non-life-threatening injuries. He's healthy today. We just really need to hear the perspective and the account from the driver who struck this bicyclist on October 6th.
Please come forward, and I know it's very hard to admit your mistakes, but you can keep the secrets forever. There will come a time, and whoever had been in touch with her or telling her story about any accidents that day or even a week after, or maybe a collision center that she might went to have her car fixed, or any friends, please come forward and help with this investigation.
Police are asking anyone who may have witnessed this collision or has any information about it to call the police department's non-emergency number at 301-279-8000. The Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection helps consumers with credit card scams. Here is investigator Joy Matthews with the latest consumer alert.
Swiping is out and dipping is in. You may have noticed that banks have started sending out new credit cards to consumers, and merchants have been installing new credit card reading devices at the cash register. It's all about creating more secure credit cards that have computer chips in them. The goal is to reduce credit card fraud. In response to the numerous large-scale data breaches we've heard about and the increasing rate of counterfeit credit cards, the marketplace is migrating to these new and improved cards. The computer chip provides for extra security features. You may hear people referring to these cards by different names: chip card, smart card, or EMV card. Unlike traditional credit cards that use a magnetic strip, these new cards create a unique transaction code for each transaction. Signing or entering a PIN will still be used as a verification mechanism when using the new chip cards. You may still need to swipe your new card if the merchant does not yet have the chip card reading device. Of course, con artists are quick to find ways to capitalize on any new event. So we need to be aware of any phony email messages that we may receive that make reference to these new cards. We need to also be suspicious of any message that supposedly is coming from a bank that is asking us for personal information about our old credit cards. This may be a new twist to the old scam called phishing. So all of this is a major effort to stay one step ahead of the crooks. Now it's time to learn to dip our credit card rather than to swipe them to make it more difficult for fraud in our marketplace. Like anything new, questions may come up. For more information, go to the Office of Consumer Protection website.
The Montgomery County Planning Department's first annual Design Excellence Award was held recently in downtown Silver Spring, co-sponsored with the AIA Potomac Valley chapter. The night drew more than 200 people who were there to celebrate excellent design, including council members and planning board members. Our Bridget Zuizel has a story. Bridget?
That's right. Members of the County Council and the Montgomery County Planning Board were on hand tonight to present architects of the best design in the county from the past 10 years. It's all part of the Montgomery County Planning Department's Design Excellence Initiative, which was on Spotlight here tonight.
The market wanted it. We in real estate gave it.
We're here to recognize excellence in design. It's very important that the built environment be pleasing, that it's something that we enjoy living among. We want to have an urban environment that doesn't overpower you, that makes you feel at home even when you're in a very dense built-up space.
Design excellence is important because unless we pay attention to design at the front end, the value that we create over the long term will be diminished, and the quality of the places that are left for the people who have to live there and work there or travel through a place is going to be diminished.
I think
this is really a great beginning for us to get the word out about design in Montgomery County. The county is pretty much built out there, and we're mostly looking at infill developments, redevelopment of things, and I think we can do better. And this is, as we move forward, as we see change, I'd like to be able to prioritize how we look at design and how we encourage the very best.
I think that we need to focus on what our environment looks like around us, what kind of character it has, what are the special things that make it the kind of place that it is, and how do we strengthen those, how do we accentuate those. Design is a big part of placemaking. So if you want Silver Spring to look and feel one way, and you want Bethesda to look and feel one way, and you want Rockville or Gaithersburg to look and feel different ways, well, design helps you achieve those goals.
We're a very, very well-educated county. We're very sophisticated in many ways. And really and truly, we deserve to have the best design possible. And this evening is an effort to really sort of raise the bar, to get people to think about great design by recognizing some of the wonderful projects that actually have been built in the county and seeing those as a precedent for the future.
Coming up on County Report this week, some high school students take on the wheel to learn about the dangers of distracted driving. And Executive Ike Leggett has some educational fun with elementary school students. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Vigelli. State officials and the county police brought a driving simulator to Magruder High School to give students a hands-on opportunity to learn about the dangers of distracted and impaired driving. Here's a story from MCPS.
Today we're at Magruder High School, and we're here to help them learn the implications and what it is actually like for them to either drive under the influence of alcohol, and then also just to address issues with regard to distracted driving and what that means.
I've learned the dangers of actually drinking. No matter how little it is, it still has an effect on you. It really actually kind of opened my eyes because I never really has been in a situation like that. So it kind of showed me that if I was in a situation, how risky it would be and how in danger my life would be.
We're providing a distracted driving simulator, an impaired driving simulator, speakers, information, and a lot of interactive activities for the students so they are aware as young drivers what consequences they can face and things that they need to look forward to as driving.
Driving while impaired, it makes your reaction time slower, makes everything a lot harder to do, and everything ends up going south in the end.
Well, I think it's really difficult to put into words how dangerous drunk driving is. And so by having the opportunity to have a simulator here in which they can actually get behind the wheel of a fake car and actually experience driving scenarios as though they were actually drunk, I think makes a huge difference with regard to them actually understanding what we mean when we just try to explain it.
The Magruder High School community is very active in the intervention, prevention of underage drinking, distracted driving, of substance abuse. We're very, very much active as a community.
From Magruder High School, we go to Wilson Wims Elementary School in Clarksburg, where students had a surprise visitor. Executive Ike Leggett was guest speaker to tell about his job as county executive. Well, the presentation had audience participation when the executive shared with the group 3 tips for success. Think, love yourself, and reach for the stars.
We're all going to think, love yourselves, and reach for the sky. Okay, give me a round of applause.
The executive took several questions from the students and he wrapped his visit taking a selfie with the very enthusiastic crowd. The next generation of hacker stoppers and computer network security experts will benefit from a new learning space at Montgomery College. MCTV's Joseph Thompson has the details.
This lab is open for business.
Government officials and industry leaders joined Montgomery College in celebrating the grand opening of the new cybersecurity lab on the Germantown campus.
3, 2, 1.
The state-of-the-art lab was funded by the college and by a Federal Trade Adjustment Assistance Community College and Career Training, or TACT, grant. Officials say it will be a hub for cybersecurity students and professionals looking to meet workforce development challenges via a hands-on approach to cyber education.
We are creating intentionally learning spaces and training spaces that work together to create an opportunity for our community in the same environment. The classroom and the workspace are growing closer today, every day.
Our overall goal as a county is to make sure that people continue to have opportunity, and Montgomery College in this program will continue to answer that call.
The lab will not only be used for research activities and academic competitions, but will also provide IT industry workers opportunities for professional growth.
Our current students and prospect students, they have great opportunities to be able to be on the cutting edge of what security is.
The event included a panel discussion about careers in cybersecurity, featuring public and private sector industry experts. This new lab will enable Montgomery College to become a center of excellence in cybersecurity, which benefits both MC students and the cyber technology industry.
This lab is going to allow students to be able to go find the resources that I need, find the opportunities that I need, and have the staff being able to give me that opportunity.
Applying what you learn in class, and in this environment is an opportunity to do that, is really tantamount to them being employable.
Reporting from Montgomery College's Germantown campus, I'm Joseph Thompson.
And now we go to the Montgomery College Tacoma Park campus, where Executive Ike Leggett spoke in front of a packed auditorium about connecting youth to opportunity. This was part of the unveiling of a study that revealed that stronger social and academic supports are needed to connect African American youth to education and the workforce.
That we have youth that are enthusiastic, bright, intelligent, and they are disconnected. And all we need are the right tools to connect to the power source. And once we do that, the challenges will be seriously mitigated.
Over 1,200 youth ages 14 to 24 participated in the research, which found that disconnected youth had received less support from parents and teachers to get through school. The report should serve as a starting point for the county to work toward creating a community-wide effort to support disconnected youth. An Executive Leggett was also at hand during the graduation of the Small Business Administration Emerging Leaders Program at the Silver Springs Civic Center. A group of small business owners from the region went through the SBA's initiative that helps businesses achieve growth to the next level. The initiative provides small business executives with the organizational framework, resource network, and motivation required to build sustainable businesses and promote the economic development within urban communities. Coming up on County Report this week, older residents are calling Montgomery County home, and we'll tell you what officials are doing to protect the senior population. And the Air Park turns 55. Don't go away. County Report this week is coming right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe. So respect the bus.
Be active, Montgomery. Woo! Be active. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. It is estimated that by 2040, some 250,000 seniors will reside in the county. The Council's Public Safety Committee heard from various county agencies that are working to protect senior citizens. Susan Kennedy has the story.
The briefing was broken down into 4 areas: fraud and identity theft, physical crimes against seniors, heat-related emergencies, and Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Services Senior Safety Initiative. Committee members say there needs to be a multi-agency approach to dealing with these issues.
Over the years, obviously, things become more obvious and more evident, and that we need to make certain that we're doing everything that we possibly can. Fire and rescue, the idea that when they go to visit someone in their home, that they will go with someone from Meals on Wheels, which I did not realize that they did that until yesterday, and that's a great idea.
I wasn't aware that they go out to the homes of seniors and do a full free assessment of someone's home. They look at their burners, they look at their stove, they look at the gas lines, they replace your smoke detector with a contemporary smoke detector with a 10-year battery, and they do a full house or apartment assessment. So I'm actually invited them to a civic association I'm speaking to tonight. I'm going to continue to do that because when I'm out speaking to different neighborhood associations, most of the people in the audience are either seniors or the caregivers for other seniors.
Officials told committee members that although seniors are victims of fraud and identity theft, they are no more vulnerable to it than other groups. Committee members say they want the county to do a better job of getting the word out about some of the services available to seniors, many of which come at no cost.
So the county provides for free inspections of buildings, including apartment buildings, based on safety concerns. So it could be lighting, it could be vegetative growth in the wrong places, it could be any number of things that would make a building less safe. And they offer this for free. And if a resident requests that the county come out and look at this, the county can't do it unless the property owner agrees to it, the owner of the apartment building. And we want to change that because there have been apartment building owners that have not been willing to allow this.
For more information on senior safety, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/senior/safety. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
The Montgomery County Airpark celebrated its 55th anniversary with an open house. Take a look.
My father and grandfather, Bill and Jim Richardson and Dick Kreuzberg, built and developed this airport back in they started in 1959, and the airport actually opened on October 20th, 1960. So they ran it until the late 70s, and then we leased all the businesses out, and all those expired the end of 2010, and I decided to take the FBO over, so here we are, and the Revenue Authority is the owner of the airport.
So there's about 150 planes based here, and we do about 50,000 operations a year. An operation is a takeoff or landing. Mostly it is people coming in for business, and there's a variety of different reasons why people fly in and out of Gaithersburg. On a regular basis, people can come in. We have a full-service restaurant at the airport. There's a little outdoor deck, so it's very popular for families to come in with the kids and let the kids watch the planes take off and land. We also do school trips, birthday parties. So there's a lot of ways that people can just come to the airport on a nice day and enjoy an outdoor meal and get to watch the aircraft take off and land. It's a lot of fun.
And with that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.